Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jai Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jai Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jai Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Magic of Venus. We are so excited to be here tonight and talk about what Venus is doing in the astrology for the week and where it's happening in your chart based off of your sun, moon, Venus, and rising. I am Jai Gobind, and this is Chandra Sangha, and welcome to the Channel for Grace. Thank you guys for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching this replay. If someone could put some timestamps on the video, that would be amazing. Once we go through all of the signs and the video is done processing. And then also, if you are new to the channel, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and that you subscribe as well. Get on my email list by downloading my free moon astrology guide, which will tell you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign, and it'll enter you into my email list, which is amazing. I send a weekly moon magic report, so basically the forecast for the entire week. So let me say hi to everybody that's in the chat real quick, and then we'll get going. Welcome, Dancing River of Stars. Thank you for being here. Welcome, Phoenix Rising. Welcome, Nelvin. Welcome, Kim and Lisa and Darlene. Thank you guys, Triple Moon Goddess. Welcome in. Rebecca, hello. How's it going? Yeah, thank you guys for being here live. And I'll give Chandra a moment to introduce herself. And yeah, we'll continue.
What is going on, everybody? I am on the road broadcasting from our studios in Los Angeles, California.
Nice.
And yeah, we're doing good. I know we were live yesterday night or whatever. No, the night before on from Utah. So that was fun with Julia. If you didn't see that one on my channel, you can go check it out. And yeah, so thanks for being here. I am really happy for everyone who's been donating to our special fund to help with Julia's diabetes dog. And that is any donation to the PayPal link that is in the description of any of my videos. So you can find that. That is Chandra Sangat on YouTube. And then anything that you like of my stuff, which is my human design readings, my quantum alignment parenting readings, any kind of courses that I have on Udemy, which are for astral travel and astral projection and out of body experiences, as well as lucid dreaming. All of that you can find on my website, which is chandrasanga.us. And then we have together with Jai the essential oils line for the zodiac signs, and that is on my Etsy site. My Etsy shop is called Magic by Chandra Sangat. You could find the links for all of that at my website. So go check that out. And I do appreciate everyone's support. And thanks for being here. I'm happy that we're doing this.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited. It's interesting because this week is actually kind of a chill astrological week in terms of everything that we've been seeing. So it's kind of the perfect time to just like give yourself a moment to just relax, you know? And so we'll be talking about
reach down and plug this in real quick.
Go ahead.
Hang on.
So we'll talk about a little bit about the astrology, but before we get into that, I did want to invite you guys. We are going to be having a amazing essential oils challenge where we teach you how to use essential oils in your life, how to use them internally, externally. There's so many different uses for essential oils that will literally, I'm not even exaggerating, will literally change your life. This is something that Chandra and I have been passionate about for a really long time, but now we're getting to step into a leadership role, and we want to help teach others about how to use essential oils. And this is, because I love astrology and I love all things that connect to Mother Earth and the energies of the earth. And essential oils are some of the most powerful tools that you can use in general to help you connect to Mother Earth and the healing energies and the healing frequencies of plants. It's plant alchemy. Literally, plant alchemy. And when you mix some of these essential oils together and when you use them for certain things, it literally helps you to find balance in your life, heal your emotional self, release things, heal so many different areas of life, trauma, past trauma experiences that you've had that you're ready to let go of. So it's just amazing to officially do our very first challenge. And we use the oils from doTERRA. Some of you guys may be familiar with them. They're amazing. And they are such high quality that you can literally take them internally. Obviously, there's special instructions, but most of them you can use internally. And when you use them externally, obviously our skin absorbs things. So you want to make sure you have the best quality stuff. So that challenge begins on July 11th. There is a powerful new moon in Cancer next week on the 9th. And then a couple days later, we have a powerful conjunction between Venus and Mars in the sign of Leo. So the signs of Cancer and Leo are very present during this challenge. And there's a reason why we chose them. I'm going to be creating a little video for you guys to explain more about that portal and the magic of those energies astrologically and learning how to use essential oils during that time. But for now, I just want to let you guys know there is a link in the description of this video where you can purchase the kit that we're going to be using exclusively for this challenge. And I will make sure that you get all the information that you need. But if you're already a doTERRA customer, you can also sign up. Make sure you get on my email list. I'm gonna reiterate that because tomorrow I'm gonna be sending out the invitation for the challenge and the link to sign up for it. So when you're on my list, you'll get it 100% tomorrow when I send that email out. So if you're watching this video tonight, make sure that you sign up for the email and then you'll be in on the loop. Yes, doTERRA is the best. They are amazing. I've been like creating also my own blends, working with the starseed energies, and I am so excited. I have a few of them already complete, and I've made the samples, and they're just amazing. Like I can't wait to show you guys what they are and to like officially release those. But that's something that I'm working on too. for my Etsy shop. So let's talk a little bit about the magic of Venus for this week. I will share a chart. So I'm going to transition into the screen with me and the chart. And I'm going to actually share it. So give me 1 second. Here we go. Yeah, feel free to share anything, Chandra, about the challenge, or maybe something that you're excited about for the challenge.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Am I off camera already?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I think the challenge is epic. I call it like going from the moon's kingdom to the sun's kingdom, because that's what the moon is going to be doing while we're starting the challenge. So like a couple of days before, the day before, I think, or 2 days before the initial start date, which is July 11th, the moon will be conjunct the sun in the sign of Cancer. That's the second Cancer full moon, right? Or new moon?
It's a new moon in Cancer. We just had the full moon in Capricorn.
Right. Okay. So I'm getting confused with the Aquarius Leo situation.
That's coming.
Anyways, next.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
no, so the sun will be in a new moon in Cancer, like the day before or something like that. And then on the 12th, which is that Monday, when we officially begin the challenge, the sun moves from Cancer into Leo
Oh, the
and
moon.
goes
The moon
through the
does.
portal. The moon, yes,
Yeah.
the moon. Did I say something else?
Said the
The
sun.
moon, the moon moves from Cancer into Leo and passes through the portal that Venus and Mars will be making. So Venus, Mars, and the moon are going to conjunct in Leo, and that is going to be the first official day of our challenge. So get ready for that.
Yeah.
Epic,
And that is one of the
heart healing.
Yeah, and the focus of the actual challenge is emotional healing, and we picked that specific kit that we're using exclusively for the challenge because of the oils that it has. So it's amazing to be able to get amazing oils, but it's even more amazing for somebody to like show you how to use them because it can be a little overwhelming at first. So here's the chart.
There's a lot in there, and so we're going to show you all of the different things that you can do. Well, not all, because you can do like a million things with all of them, but a lot of different things that you can do with each of the oils and what combinations you can make. And then of course we also do the Leo and the Cancer blends, which we made on the Etsy, that are on the Etsy shop. So
Yes. So we're really excited. That's why we can't stop talking about it. But here's the chart from this week that we are going to be looking at. This is the chart for actually July 6th. So this entire week, it's Venus is in the sign of Leo. She's been in this sign for a while. This is an exciting time for Venus. She feels good. She feels like she wants to express her love. She feels like she wants to have fun, and all of those things are so important in relationships and also in money. Like with money, because Venus also rules money. This is about us being able to do the things money-wise that makes us feel good. So if you want to like buy that thing that you want, this is like the time to do it. She kind of opens up the store in the Leo energy of abundance coming in, because we know that we can have what we want, and we feel confident about those things and those desires. We don't have an insecurity about it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a very secure, fixed energy. It's fixed fire. So the passion of this sign is really, really strong, especially when you have more than one planet in the sign. So you have Venus and Mars, and they're very close together. You can see already the conjunction is starting to happen. The conjunction gets closer when it's exact. It is very powerful. As it comes into it, you can feel the intensity, and then as it leaves, you can feel it like releasing. But you can start to see this conjunction. This week is like a build-up week. It really is a buildup towards the energy that we're going to see next week with that new moon in Cancer and that moon Venus Mars portal that will also happen. So this conjunction, like I said, that fire energy fully activated is going to feel stronger and stronger and stronger as we move into this energy, into this week. And as starting next week, it'll be like super, super powerful. The other thing is that Mars and Venus is like the masculine and the feminine. So for relationships, this is like a match. It's like both the masculine and the feminine want the same thing. And it's like we're on the same page. And those energies can harmonize and mix with each other and just really have a good time. So this is a really good time for relationships. It's starting to build up to that point, at least for us to have fun and be passionate and let our creativity out and all those awesome things. There are a couple of other transits that Venus is doing and Mars is doing that will create a little bit of tension, and they are happening now. Like, for example, today, and this is not the chart of today, but you can still see it. Mars is opposing Saturn. Today we feel that. When we get closer to next week, the end of next week, you'll see that Venus is going to be exactly at 12. So she will also oppose Saturn. And the Saturn opposition from any planet, it feels like a kind of a restriction. It feels like a limitation. Saturn sets the rules and the boundaries. And with Venus opposed Saturn, this may feel like delays. With Venus opposed Saturn, this may feel like limitations. It is actually a good time to, if you're not feeling up for like being out and about with your loved one or any kind of person or relationship, it is a good time to kind of go within and listen to and reflect and kind of let yourself be a little bit in hermit mode. And the reason why that's going to be important next week, starting next Tuesday into the next 3 days, is because during this time too, the moon, which will be in Gemini, is moving closer and closer to the sun, meaning that there is a balsamic moon building during this time. When the moon meets up with the sun, it'll be the new moon in Cancer and a new opportunity to activate those energies. The moon goddess, the feminine, the queen, the home and family, the focus on home and family, the allowing ourselves to feel our emotions. The moon will be coming into this space, and so reflection and inner reflection is going to be really important as we come into next week, because the oppositions from Mars and Venus to Saturn will create something that feels a little bit like there's some kind of restriction or some kind of conflict or some kind of wall that we kind of come up to, that it really is just resolve it and move on. It's not a big deal. If you've been doing the work, I think we're going to feel like, okay, the responsibility that Saturn wants us to be in, that Saturn wants us to activate, will be there already. Like, we'll already have that. And so we won't even have to worry about the opposition. But I think a lot of us can feel like there's an unpredictable type of energy that will happen. Venus will also be making a square, getting closer to a square to Uranus moving into next week, and so is Mars, and that's going to create unpredictability, and but it can also feel good, because sometimes change is really important, and Uranus brings in new ideas to help resolve any conflicts or anything that comes up. So those are the energies that we are dealing with moving into this week. So I'm going to talk about basically where Venus and Mars are in your chart and the opposition to Saturn, and where you may feel that kind of restriction or like the duality that's being affected for you. But know that there's a lot more going on coming into next week. But I like that this is a build-up week, and I like that we get to also relax a little bit, because we've been having some really, really difficult transits that are beyond, like, they're exhausting. We're definitely exhausted. I wrote about it in the Moon Magic report today, that you may be feeling tired, like dense, slow moving, because of the retrogrades that have shown up. So that's the energy that we are dealing with. But now I am going to switch over to the screen with me and Chandra, and we are going to go over each of the signs and tell you where this energy is happening in your chart, and also pull some cards. So here we go. Switching over to me and Chandra on the screen. All right, here we go. So again, thank you everyone for being here. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I have the Cauldron of Destiny, and I will be picking from this little bowl. And so we don't know which sign is going to come first, which is cool. But I will go ahead and pick our first sign. Oh, and it is Aries.
Aries.
All right.
There we go.
Aries.
Oh,
Let's
snap.
get Aries on
Starting it
the
off
top.
with a bang. Here we go.
Yeah. So
I have
Aries,
a card for Aries. So let's see what this is hitting for Aries.
Yeah. So Aries is Venus and Mars and the moon. So we're talking about like in the next couple of weeks, this is strong Leo energy. So I'm going to talk about the Leo energy. This is in your 5th house. Saturn is in your 11th. The 5th house of creativity, passion, romance. You're going to feel like yes, because especially if you're a sun in Aries, that means that this energy or even wherever you have Aries, the Leo is trining that part of your chart. So that's like activation of the passion, of the desire to take action to fulfill those desires, those passions. And so this is going to feel good. You're going to feel like, oh yeah, let's do this. Let's move forward. But Saturn, where it's going to feel like it's going to oppose this energy or bring in like, it make you think about before you just kind of jump into conclusions. For all of us, it's going to make us like, we're going to want to do this thing where the Leo energy is in your chart. We're going to want to feel our passion and desire and be creative and just like shine our light and express ourselves. But Saturn's going to be like, okay, hold on a second. For Saturn in Aquarius, for you, it's going to be like, are you paying attention to like what's important? And what's important is, are you really being yourself? Are you allowing your own individual identity to be like cherished and to be loved? And are you treating everyone equally in a way? Because Saturn is going to be in your 11th of friends and sharing your gifts with the world. So as long as those things are aligned, then you're like right there and you can continue to move forward. So that's what I got. Awesome. Astrologically.
That's beautiful. Okay. And for Aries, we have Frog Spirit.
Nice.
Check it out. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Frog.
I love that frog. Rebirth. He's like ready for action.
By what I know is really beautiful. Huh?
Yeah.
And Frog Spirit says, clear out the clutter. And this is exactly what I was hearing from other astrologers regarding this transit as well. It's like, because it's time to step it up, right? Leo is the king.
Yeah.
It's time to raise the bar. And you can't raise the bar with crappy stuff. So the clutter's gotta go. The clutter's gotta go. Like I was listening to the Leo King actually, and he said this analogy and it was perfect. He said, do you still have the caboose on the back of the train? Just unhook it. Like the caboose full of stuff that you don't need, just unhook it. So it's like, clear out the clutter, let go of the things that are actually pulling on you now and creating dead weight, and move on to the next. So raise the bar by clearing out the clutter. That's what Aries is doing right now. And that's basically make it simple, makes things simple, make it clear. Aries knows how to do this because Aries is like, I don't need any of that extra fluff. I don't need the fluff. Let's just go for the thing, right? And with this trine energy, it's like you go for what you're passionate about, but it's the simple stuff. It's the stuff you love, and it is very you. And I think it's definitely time to shine your light. So there you go.
I love that. On this end, you got Capricorn and the first quarter moon. And so the way I'm reading these two cards is Capricorn is about responsibility. The first quarter moon is about making decisions, dealing with any obstacles that come up, taking action, and then starting the momentum going. So it's about being responsible and doing and making the decisions that you need to make to remove the obstacles and then take action, and then the momentum will start going. So that's what I got. Super, super powerful, Aries. Love it. Okay.
Beautiful.
Next we have Leo. I don't know if you can see it, but here we go. We got Leo in the house. Let's get that up on the screen. So Leo energy, let's see. This is your first house and your seventh. So this is relationship related for you. This is you get to be yourself in a very passionate way right now, especially as, you know, we'll get closer and closer. There's like a Leo blast before the sun moves into Leo. This Moon, Venus, Mars conjunction is the Leo blast. And then a little while later, when the sun moves into Leo and we move into Leo season, it's like a major portal. Leo season this year is like wild, activated, like out of this world. So anything that you have in Leo right now is like getting lit up by this energy. You probably feel really, really good because all of the Aquarius transits that we've had for this last year or so have been opposing all of your Leo energy and making you like feel the opposition that we're talking about really strongly. And so this is affecting your relationship house. The opposition is like it's kind of against you and bringing up things that are difficult in relationship. But now you get the blast of Leo, so you get to really shine your light and be yourself. So I would say follow your creative passion and follow your heart, and you'll be fine through these next couple of weeks.
Boom. Okay. And Leo got seahorse spirit today.
Oh, I love that.
And seahorse, check out the mane.
I know, it's the best.
It's like a lion. It's badass. Dude, okay. Go ahead with your bad self, Leo. But also, what the card is saying is, watch and wait. What this card is about, actually, is about not involving yourself in the drama. Leo can be very dramatic, but for this week, it's saying like just like take one step back and watch everybody else do the drama without getting involved, because that's going to give you a lot of information that you need right now. You'll need it for the future, for the next weeks after this.
Yes, for sure.
So don't involve yourself in the drama. Watch it unfold in front of you and see what insights you get from just watching it happening.
I love that. And then over here, were you going to read? Were you going to read from it?
No, we're good.
Okay. So over here you got the Aries card and the solar eclipse card. So that's really interesting. Aries is about taking action. Aries is also a fire sign. Aries is about impulse and like instincts. And the solar eclipse is about embracing change, revelations, courage, determination, and connection, which is like so powerful for you, Leo. Those are really your energies. And when it comes to the sun, and when you think of the sun in Aries, it's exalted. So it's like feel your inner light and feel like there's a revolution coming. I feel like there's a revolution coming for you. Big shifts, powerful awakenings, like this card says, powerful revelations. So it's about you stepping into your sense of self, your courage, your determination, and moving heart forward in your life in this week.
Yeah, I think the solar eclipse in Aries is a powerful new beginning, because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac.
Exactly. It's an initiation. Yes. And oh, dude, I love that. Yeah. Thanks for catching that. I love that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So next we have Capricorn.
Boom.
Capricorn. So let me make sure. There it is on the screen. So Capricorn this week is experiencing this The Leo energy is in your 8th house. I think that's cool because for Capricorn, when it comes to deep soulful change and assets and like your power, when it comes to your power, because the 8th house is it's very much about your inner power, like that power that comes through your soul. Having Leo in that house and having these planets there can bring in a lot of change, because also the 8th house is death, change, and transformation. But what it can also do is bring in and like channel in and collect from like out there the abundance that you want, because of the opposite is the 2nd house, which Saturn is in, and Saturn is your planet. So you're feeling the power of Saturn. So you can kind of channel the Leo energy, the Venus in Leo, which is abundant energy, and call it into your 2nd house and channel it through that space, which means abundance, security, money, the things that ground you. So for Capricorn, I feel like Saturn is in a strong placement right now, so you probably feel good because of that. Most of the other signs feel like there's a strong opposition, but for you, Saturn is your ruling planet. So you're like, you got this, and it feels good. And so that's what I would recommend for Capricorn, is to channel that energy, especially the abundant energy of Venus, which is the attractor of money, in Leo in the 8th house.
And look what you got. You got dove spirit with a crown. And dove is about being and embodying peace. And how Venusian is this?
Yes.
It says, you, Capricorn, be Venus. Embody, because being peace is like being that secure, comfortable. To me, it feels like the Empress. Right? Like she just chills and waits for the abundance to come to her because she's a badass. Like that's the energy for Capricorn this week, is you be peace, and then it will come to you instantaneously.
Yeah, and with Saturn being the planet of karma in relationship to the cards that I got, you got the Vertex card and the Cassini card. And these two cards they're interesting. The Vertex card is about fated relationships. And with Venus opposing Saturn, for you, this theme is showing up in the cards. Something about karmic relationships, releasing karmic, like things, old stories, old patterns, letting go of people in your life that no longer serve you. This week can feel like you're going through that phase, can feel like you're having to deal with some kind of karmic situation that you are probably going to release, because the 8th house too is death, change, and transformation. So all those old karmic cycles are ending, and you're stepping more into your heart, which is the Cassini card. And you're finding more of yourself through this, which makes sense because Leo is the heart. So this is these. I love these readings tonight.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Love it.
Me too. Okay. Next is Aquarius.
Ooh.
So let's put that up on
Yeah.
the screen. I know. Okay. Aquarius.
Aquario.
So this is the opposite of Leo. You're experiencing the same sort of duality, except this begins in your 7th house and it's opposing your 1st house. So you're actually like, if you are Aquarius, sun, especially rising, let's say rising, then Leo is in your 7th house of relationships. And of course, your 1st house is Aquarius, which is where Saturn is. So you're experiencing an interesting dynamic because Saturn does rule the sign of Aquarius traditionally. He more modernly rules the sign of Capricorn. Like before they had more than 5 planets, some planets ruled more than one sign. Saturn was one of them. So he ruled Saturn, Aquarius, and Capricorn. So Saturn is strong. You are feeling your sense of maturity really lit up right now. You're stepping into your sense of self as a more mature being and someone who takes responsibility for their actions. Saturn is forcing that. Now, Leo and Mars, Leo and the moon and I mean Mars, the moon and Venus in your seventh house are activating the passion for relationships. So I feel like this is a harmonious energy, not in the sense of like it's easy, but in the sense of like you're stepping into your sense of self, your responsible sense of self. And that's where from that place, you will find the love that you're searching for. And this time right now,
Mm.
this portal right now that's opening up will activate that for you and will bring in some beautiful, it will bring love into your life, like straight up. It'll bring that love, that passion that you've been maybe
Mm.
missing. But you have to just make sure that you're coming at it from like a sound mind, a grounded place, a mature place.
And you got Badger Spirit.
Oh,
Check out
wow.
this Badger.
I
We
love
had
it.
Badger.
Yeah.
Didn't we just have Badger on Monday
I don't
for the
remember.
collective?
Maybe we
I
did.
can't remember. Or maybe we had it last week. Anyway, I love the Badger. I love Badgers. No, I think it was Monday. So Badger is about being fearless and bold.
Mm-hmm.
And here is what it says, but check it out. Badger is a badass. Badger doesn't give a what about what anybody thinks because Badger's going to get what it wants. But here is the thing. Badger, it's Capricorn energy because Badger is about persistence and commitment to your goals and your dreams. And it's exactly what you said. It's coming at your goals from you made a solid foundation and now you go for it. And it's mature.
Yeah.
It's a mature gusto. It's like it's a mature, okay, now I'm going to go for it with all I got. And it's passionate, but it's like, but I was really smart about it. And I was really grounded about it. And now I can like, yeah, you know, that's Badger. That's Badger, and that's the energy of this week. So it's that being fearless and bold from a very strong and powerful place, which requires that very important solid foundation.
Totally. And what you got over here is the second house and the card of Sagittarius. And so what we're dealing with is the second house is the house of security, money as well. It is the house ruled by Taurus. I mean, by, Taurus, but also Venus. And Sagittarius is about exploration. We know that right now, the South Node is in Sagittarius, and that's about letting go of old karmic cycles, letting go of old belief systems that no longer work for you, replacing them with something that is more aligned with your truth, your inner truth, the truth of your soul. And with the second house and Sag energy in general, this is expanding money, expanding abundance coming to you. It's ruled by Jupiter, the biggest planet in astrology. And this is also about exploring new ways, new horizons, expanding your mind, and learning new ways of bringing abundance into your life. So there you go. And next we have Libra. So let's put Libra up on the screen and let's talk about Libra. So Libra, the Leo energy is in your 11th house. And this is a house of friends, sharing your gifts with the world and opening yourself up to new friendships, new acquaintances, maybe new networks of people that you want to be a part of. Leo energy in the house, in the 11th house, is about like passionately sharing your gifts with the world. And then in the opposite end is the 5th house where Saturn is. So he's asking you to be a little more responsible, or a little more responsible with your creativity, like with your passion. It's interesting because this is the opposing houses of the Leo and Aquarius rulership. Leo rules the 5th house and Aquarius rules the 11th. So they're in opposite places for you, but that's because you're a Libra rising. If you're a Libra rising, you have the opposite houses for everything. So, but this is important. This is an important activation. Venus is your ruling planet. So I think for you, this week is more about friendships and acquaintances than about romantic relationships, but it is about expressing yourself from a heart space, what you really want to share with those people in your life that are important to you. That's what I got.
Very nice. So for Libra, we got, and this is funny because it's like both. So for me, I'm a Libra sun, Aries rising. So it's like both.
Oh, yeah.
11th and 5th at the same time for both of these.
Interesting.
So we got starfish spirit. Okay, this, first of all, it's really hard to see with, it's like all of a sudden it's getting dark. I got to turn the light on, but it's a really beautiful card. It's got all this like pink in it, and I always love it. I feel like it's a very Libra card, but also it says open to infinite possibility, and starfish is all about that. It's like you can just flow with the ocean, or you can go after it, and it's like really open yourself up to the way of the universe, because like when the starfish opens itself up to how it really, like at the beach when it just like lays out and takes in all of the sunshine, that's what it is. It's saying, Libra, do that. Open yourself up to all of the amazingness that is all around you. And that will take you to the most beautiful spaces with all of the energy. So that's got the potential to open you up to basically the vortex. You know, you can really flow this week, I think.
Nice.
And that's what I got.
Yeah, I love that. I'm looking to see the energy that is showing up for you here, because you literally got the cards of Saturn retrograde, which, believe it or not,
okay, which is exactly what's happening right now.
It is. Saturn is actually retrograde right now, and when this planet goes retrograde, actually, this is a good thing. You have to take advantage of the period to reflect on your relationships and also on the idea of time. Visualize the obstacles that will allow you to or prevent you from continuing your projects in the long term. And alternatively, you can also define your sense of duty. So it's about visualizing things that are in your way, but how you're going to work through them. And then also defining what your sense of duty is in the world. And you need to use the strength that you have from within to withdraw first, to reflect, and then you can serve others, or then you can better support others. So this transit that we're going through right now, and for some reason this coming up for you as being important, is encourages us to be honest and patient through the deep introspection that's happening. And that's what that showed up. So for some reason, this is an important week for you to do that.
And I think it's also, so Saturn gives the gifts in retro. So when planets retrograde, especially the big planets, it's when they start to give you the gifts that you've like been accumulating as they've gone through whatever sign they went through. Mm-hmm. So Saturn gives you the gifts of the stuff you put your time and commitment into. So it's like the things that you like laid the foundation for, you now start to get. And I think that's highlighting that too. It's really making it very important to start noticing this week, like, what are the things that you're receiving that you laid a solid foundation for? You'll see the link.
I love that.
And you can really have that.
That's really good.
Perspective
that's really
shift.
Good. Awesome. Next we have a Virgo. So Sun, Moon, Venus, or rising.
Virgo.
Here we go. Virgo, for you, the Leo energy. So Mars and Venus are in your 12th house of divinity, your connection to your higher self, your higher chakras, your higher centers. Saturn is in your sixth house of being in the moment, your daily life and your daily schedule. So Virgos are working a lot on getting their daily life and their daily schedule together. They may also feel a lot of if you don't have your shit together, for lack of better words, then you'll feel the like the resist, like you, if you resist Saturn, it's not going to feel good. It's like your dad telling you you need to do this, and then you're like, no, well, dad's going to get mad or whatever. That was kind of a weird example. Father figure. Saturn is the father figure. So like this is authority. Authority
Yeah.
comes into your life and you have to take it seriously. This is you get confronted with authority or with that energy, and you have to do something about it and organize yourself. And Saturn is asking you to do that right now. But Venus and Mars in your 12th house are like asking you to explore a deeper depth, to explore your subconscious mind, to explore the celestial realm, to enjoy and have fun in that space. And so I would encourage you to play and have fun, and don't try not to put any restrictions. Allow like whatever visions come through, if there's strong dreams that come through, listen to those things, listen deeply to your intuition, and they will guide you towards your passion and towards your creativity, which if you channel it, you can channel it through your sixth house of daily life and being present, and you'll be like anchoring the light.
Okay. I love that. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So you got otter spirit. Look at how beautiful it is. And otter spirit says you are not alone. And otter spirit is about, it's you, Virgo. It's like that true friends energy of like the commitment to a partnership, or the commitment to yourself, or the commitment to your gifts or your passions, right? This is the Leo energy of the passionate aspects of life. And I think it's a reminder to really honor yourself, honor your heart, and that will show you the people that are truly committed to you, because Venus also in Leo is all about the commitment. And Leo is like, you're either with me or you're without me. And you understand this very well, Virgo. Well, you are the commitment to the next level. So you understand that sort of commitment, but it's about like, you'll notice this week that you are not alone, and you will know the people who are truly with you. And then you'll see who is not. And then you can move forward with that. Use that information.
Love it. You got the Vertex card and the Uranus card. So,
boom.
So
wow.
This is big,
there you go.
Big changes, big shifts, new energy, like getting rid of the old, whatever old patterns, karmic stories, faded connections, things that no longer serve you. Uranus is like, clear that slate, because we're going to create something new, something more innovative, something more fun. He's coming in to shake things up, shake up your world, and let go, so that you can let go and release any old stories or karmic connections, faded connections within relationships. So really powerful.
There you go. There you go.
Love
You'll know
that.
who's with you and who's without you.
Dude, okay.
Next, right away. Boom.
Next, we have Gemini, which is another sign that's ruled by Mercury. So you're Mercury ruled. So Gemini, this energy, the Leo energy is in your third house. So that's Mars and Venus in your third house of communication, siblings, and also the High Priestess. So Venus in the third is an activation of the High Priestess energy, goddess Isis, which is the full embodiment of the High Priestess. And the High Priestess in Moon Center, in the Moon Centers of the Moon Goddess training, I talk about how that's when you're at your best. So this is really fun energy in your third house. And all the Leo energy always goes through, especially with Gemini rising, through this third house of communication. That's why Geminis are so excited when they talk. Like they're so expressive when they talk, and they're funny, and like so they're very like loud and
And
obnoxious.
flamboyant.
Yes. So that's that fun. That's where Gemini gets its fun energy in communication. But it will be making an opposition to the ninth. Saturn is in the ninth, which I don't think is a bad thing. Saturn is the teacher. And when you find Saturn in the ninth house in a natal chart, you actually see someone who embodies a teacher. Saturn is serious about sharing gifts, about sharing knowledge, because the ninth house is knowledge and expansion. So if you have your natal chart, Saturn in the ninth, you are a teacher, a spiritual teacher. So this is actually a beautiful energy because you get to channel the goddess, the Leo, the king, and in your ninth house, like move through that energy as a teacher, as someone who's, whatever you're going through, you're teaching someone else just by going through the experience yourself. So this is kind of like big shoes to fill, but also a week for you to keep expressing yourself and keep doing it in a fun way, but also know that your responsibility lies in being serious about your spiritual path and expanding your horizons. That's what I got.
Beautiful. And you got hummingbird spirit.
Oh, yes.
Which is the joy, the bird of joy. But it's also about being here now. Whoa. There it is. Be here now. And that's very interesting. I mean, I think Gemini has the capability to be in the now very much because you're just like, ding, 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 like new thought, new thought, new thought, new thought, new thought, now. And I think it's like embodying the joy that you can find by being in one moment at a time. One moment at a time.
And hummingbird is like about seeing the beauty of the world. Like remind yourself of the beauty. You get the moon card and then you get the 11th house of connection and friendship, but it's ruled by Aquarius and Uranus.
Wow.
So moon in the 11th house is, think about the fluctuating energies that show up in your friendships, in your connections to people. Those things are moving. They're like flowing in their own natural flow. Those are things that you're going to be seeing change and shift in the next couple of weeks. Wherever the moon is, so whenever the moon comes up, this is where the most shift will happen because the moon is the planet that moves the fastest. It every 2.5 days it switches signs. And if you think about like a planet like Pluto, it takes years and years and years to switch signs. But the moon is the fastest. And so this is the flowing energy of the goddess, the flowing energy of the feminine, the sacred divine feminine, working through your relationships with your friends and also working through you figuring out what you're sharing with the world. So I would say connect to the goddess energies. I would say that this also means that the new moon in Cancer is going to be a big deal for you. And that new moon in Cancer for Geminis we'll talk about this next week in the Magic of Venus, but that new moon in Cancer is going to be happening in your second house. And so that'll be significant, but we'll talk about that next week. So yeah, moon energy is beautiful. It's emotional too. So emotions may come up, strong emotions. Beautiful. Yeah. And we are in Cancer season, which is ruled by the moon. So there you go.
There you
yes. Are. Okay, here we go. Taurus. Taurus. Okay. So for Taurus, this Leo energy is in your fourth house of the home. So you've got Venus and Mars in the fourth house this week, making an opposition to Saturn in the 10th. So this is the theme of home and family versus career, home versus career, or being in your sacred, divine, like private space versus being out in the public, or focusing on like your family versus like focusing on how you show up for the world. This is the duality that's being affected right now with Venus in the fourth, I feel like this is a beautiful energy. It's bringing a lot of focus to your family. It's telling you to pay attention to where your passion is, and you're going to feel a lot of passion being wanting to express itself in at home and with your loved ones. And then what Saturn is doing in the 10th house is just helping you focus on career and helping you focus on your life path. So this is another thing where it's like these planets aren't necessarily in a bad thing. The restrictions or the limitations or the blocks that feel like show up, you just have to deal with them and then continue moving forward. But just know that for this, these next couple of weeks, this duality of the house of the home and family versus career is a big deal. It's showing up for a reason. Things are coming up in this area of your life for a reason because you have to pay attention. And obviously, we're all like letting go and releasing so that new things can show up in our lives.
Yes. And you've got Bobcat Spirit.
Oh, wow.
Check out this beautiful Bobcat. And Bobcat says, life is a mystery. Bobcat is reminding you, Taurus, that not everything can be explained through logic. Not everything makes sense. And so you're going to come up against things this week that are not going to make logical sense. It's not supposed to make logical sense. It's coming to you and it's divinely guided. It's divine intervention. It's divine timing. And that almost always doesn't make any logical sense. You can only understand it by believing in the beauty of divine timing, of divine intervention and divine guidance. So remember that life is a mystery. When Bobcat comes to you, it's saying, trust that God's got your back.
Yeah, these cards are really powerful, Valerie. And then Taurus, you get the Vertex. A lot of people are getting the Vertex card tonight. So a lot of karmic things, karmic relationships. Then you also get Pallas Athena. She is the asteroid. She's basically the asteroid that represents the goddess of wisdom. So I think with this coming together, it almost reminds me of like fated connections or karma that's going on this week that's making you stand up for what you believe in. And through your own wisdom, through listening to your own wisdom, that's how you're going to get through and release the relationships that no longer work for you, things that just don't match your energy anymore, people, all kinds of stuff, addictions, old habits and patterns. As you let go, this is a turning point. It's a turning point where you shift from those old stories to stepping into your own wisdom and trusting your wisdom and letting that guide you in your life.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be major insight this week for Taurus. It's going to be really kind of Aquarian, right? Saturn is in Aquarius. It's going to be instantaneous, but huge. Like it'll be interesting, fast, quick insight about these karmic relationships, but it's going to be like massive information.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go. Gemini, or actually Cancer is next. Oh my God, that's funny. There we go. Here we go, Cancer. You've got the Venus and Mars, so the Leo energy in your second house, which is the house of security, the house of finding your self-esteem, feeling grounded. The goddess, the empress, Venus ruled house. So Venus is going to bring in a lot of abundance through this transit for you, or you have an opportunity to really bring that money in, to really bring those things that you want, those manifestations, to manifest what you want in your life, the things that are like luxurious, like you can spend a lot of money on it, but you like love it. Those kind of things, you can attract those. You just have to set your mind to work hard, because Leo knows that it has to work hard, but it doesn't mind because it wants those things. So that's concerning money. It's a big deal because she's transiting the house of money. Mars will help you take action towards your passion. So listening to your passion, listening to your heart will get you to where you want to go in that space. And then Saturn in the 8th is like the change and the deep soulful transformation, the karmic cycles that are releasing for you to create the new space for the new opportunities to show up in your life. For you to manifest, you need to let go of the past.
Mm. Mm. I like that. And you got pig spirit, which says use your mind wisely.
Yes.
And using your mind wisely with pig spirit is about recognizing that there is equal weight to logic and intuition, which is less logical sometimes, and that you can use both of them in conjunction and come up with really powerful solutions to any of the questions that are coming up in your life right now. So use your mind wisely this week, and you will come up with some epic answers to your questions.
Wow. And you got Chiron in the 7th house. So
Ooh.
the healing that's happening for you right now, we're talking about the 7th house of Venus, and this is a Venus transit. This is the magic of Venus show. So Chiron is saying what you're healing right now is your relationships. You're healing your partnerships, your relationships, and that's the focus for you right now. That's what's happening at that deeper level. So super powerful. All right. We've got Sagittarius.
All right.
Next.
Sagittario.
So for Sagittarius, Venus and Mars are in your 9th house. So activating your house of expansion, knowledge. I was going to say honor. Interesting. I've never said that before. That kind of came through. Also,
that reminds me of Mulan.
I know. Your house of honor. Oh, it's so interesting. So, but
cool.
this is cool because it's asking you to focus on, like, if you go literal, relationships with your teachers, with people that are your teachers. It doesn't have to be like an actual professor, but it can be someone who's a teacher to you that you have a relationship with. It's highlighting that, this Venus transit. It's also saying with the Leo, which we're all being asked to express ourselves from our heart, like move heart forward. It's, what are your passions? How do you want to expand? What do you want to, how do you want to expand? What do you want to grow? Where do you want to grow in your life? Let that guide you. Let your heart guide you forward towards those things. And then Saturn in the 3rd is like, just be mature about how you communicate those desires.
Boom.
There you
and
go.
You got Bat Spirit.
Nice.
And Bat Spirit says rebirth is assured, because Bat shows up when there's been the death of something. Bat is saying after death comes rebirth. It's inevitable. There's always something after death. And so it's the rebirth, and it's reminding Bat Spirit is really powerful because it's a divine rebirth. So whatever you let go of is starting to be reborn. But the best aspects of that, Bat Spirit says that the best parts of what you had to let go of, and if you did the work to fully let go of them, all of those things are still here now. In the new rebirth, whatever is new is taking only the best of that and making something even more amazing and more beautiful in your life. And it's also an opportunity to do some amazing and epic work to bring life back into your relationships.
And then you got the moon in Aquarius. And the moon in Aquarius, it's Uranus energy, so it's innovation, it's change, something new. I feel like new emotions are going to arrive. New emotions. You'll start to feel
something fresh.
Yeah, you'll start to feel different. Wow. That's cool. Love that. All right. Scorpio is next. And this is
Wow.
the second to last sign. So the
There we
transits for
go.
Scorpio, Venus and Mars are in your 10th. So you're feeling kind of sassy in your career life. You're feeling kind of sassy when it comes to focusing on your life path. Those are things that are the passion to live your life the way that you were meant to is really strong right now. And I think that's really powerful. You can really
Mm.
use that energy to your advantage. Saturn is transiting your 4th house, which does not feel good. He brings restrictions. And so I would say do your best to focus
Mm.
on yourself and on your path and where you're going, and because there's karmic things being resolved at home and in your family, in your relationships with your family. And so you just have to let that happen and just let it occur, let it kind of run its course, and focus on the things that you're passionate about. And that will help you to step even more fully into your life path right now.
Boom. And you got scarab
Oh,
spirit.
wow.
And scarab beetle is about magic working through you. And this is exactly what Leo in the 10th house is. Allow that passion, allow that magic to work through you. Dive into the thing that you love, because as you do that, it will birth these beautiful things in your career. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine who's a Scorpio rising, and he was describing things that is exactly what this is. Is he's so excited and happy about the coolness of the things he gets to do in his career. And now I understand why he was saying that. It's dive into your passion, because that allows the universe to channel all of the components that you need for the thing to open the doors that you want to open. Whatever it is that you do, dive into it with the passion that you know you have for your career, so that it'll open those doors for you.
I love that. And then you got the full moon and Juno. So full moon obviously is about energies
Fun.
intensifying. So this is an energy that is getting stronger and stronger. And I talked about this at the beginning of the video. This is a buildup. This week is a buildup towards, it's going to be, you're feeling it now, but it's going to be stronger and stronger as the days go through. And then when we're next week, we're going to be talking about the new moon in Cancer, but this energy will be at its peak. Juno represents union, sacred union. So this is a message for if you're in a soulmate relationship, if you're in a twin flame relationship, if you are in a relationship, or you have, you have someone in your life who is a soulmate to you. It doesn't have to be a love partnership thing. It can be a sister, a brother, a friend, can be a soulmate. And soulmates, like, we're here to do things together. So star seeds, we're all like kind of soulmates for each other. But this is a time where those relationships are really going to be important for you. And I feel like because this is a 10th house transit for you, that you're going to be working together with people, or you are, that are on the path towards like a more higher perspective, or a wider perspective of how this is going to help humanity. So now we're talking about like starseed level type of reading, where it's the energies are peaking, and you may actually be finding, that the one, or the soulmates that are going to help you do your life path together.
Man,
Yeah, it's really
that's intense.
it's really intense. Yeah. Juno is
Nice. I
also the
love
sacred
it.
feminine. Yeah, the sacred feminine being activated. So that was a
Mm.
strong reading for Scorpio. And last but not least, we have Pisces.
All right. We
So
started with the first sign and we
we'll
ended
do
with
with
the
the
last
last
sign.
one.
There you go.
That's awesome. So
Beautiful.
so for Pisces, Mars and Venus are in your 6th house of work and being in the present moment, anchoring the lights, anchoring yourself to this third dimension, this Earth, planet Earth, and Saturn is transiting your 12th. So he may be restricting your intuition a little bit right now, and that is going to feel uncomfortable because Saturn in the 12th house, which is your ruling house, is like, I don't think that's going to feel good. He'll put like, he puts in the flavor of like where he kills it, like it's almost like everybody's having fun and playing and being intuitive and creative and in their own flow, and then here comes the authoritarian figure to like stop the party or whatever, right? Then the cop shows up or whatever. Like it's something like that. Like that's the energy I'm getting. It's like there's a party.
It's like people are getting ahead of themselves, and it's like, hold on a second. Like, let's be mature about this.
Exactly. Yeah. So the cops get called to the party and then the party's over. And so now you have to be like, oh man, like come back to reality. So you're feeling that kind of intensely this week, but with Mars and Venus in your 6th house, focus on what makes you happy in the moment. That's what I got.
There you go. And guess what you got? You got skunk spirit. Know your worth.
Ooh.
Know your worth. Skunk spirit says, know your value. Not everyone's going to like you. You already know this, Pisces. You're not everyone's cup of tea, but you can walk with your head high knowing that you are worth what you believe you are worth. So know it, understand you are worthy of big, beautiful things, and be responsible. I feel like the energy of embodying knowing your worth is also very mature. Because you have to have gone through some stuff to recognize like, oh yeah, I wasn't valuing myself there and I wasn't valuing myself then. And you're like, oh yeah, no, that's not for me. That's not for me. That's not for me. You don't like me. I don't care. You're not for me.
Yeah.
Boom.
And you get the first quarter moon and the 9th house of I know. So the first quarter moon is about making decisions, dealing with obstacles, taking action, and then seeing the momentum start to flow. You know what to do. When I see these words, I know at the bottom of this card, you know what to do. You know that there's a decision you need to make. Something's going to come up, but trust that gut instinct because you know the decisions that you need to make to deal with the obstacles that are in your life right now so that you can actually take action and start that momentum going. So, damn. There you go, Pisces.
Boom.
Yes.
There it is.
All right, you guys, we did it. Thank you everyone so much for hanging out with us today. I am so excited for our challenge that's coming up tomorrow. Make sure to download my free moon astrology guide. Get on my email list. I'm sending out an email tomorrow inviting you, announcing the challenge. Everyone's welcome to join us. We would love, love, love to have you and to teach you how to connect more with the earth using these powerful essential oils, basically magic, alchemy, plant alchemy, to add this to your life so you can heal yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, and all of that good stuff. So thank you again so much. And we hope you have a beautiful rest of your week. I will be live on Friday to do mini readings. And then also I will be live with Jason from Ray of Light Tarot on Saturday to do mini readings on his channel. So you can come hang out both evenings with us. And he's also going to be joining us for the challenge. So again, thank you so much. And we will see you guys again on Friday. Sat Nam. Thank